Hi children, welcome to today's class. Today we are moving to the next chapter, chapter 5 from our B textbook, chapter 5, and there we are going to learn about means of communication. It means nowadays we are always communicating, means I am communicating to you through mobile phone or laptop, whatever device I am using, and you are calling me and you are asking me everything, and we are taking class through mobile phone. So that is communication, isn't it? I am talking to you through my mobile or through my lap. You are also conveying messages through the laptop or mobile or whatever system you are using. That is means early means of communication and present means of communication. Before mobile or before that, during that time how people communicate with each other. Means now if you have uncle or aunt abroad, somewhere else, you are calling them, you will make a video call and you will call them through different app and you will contact with them. So that is a present means of communication, but early they doesn't have mobile. That time how they talked, how they communicate, that we are going to discuss in the chapter means of communication. Means of communication means it have involved with time, means the means of communication have involved with time, means time to time it is changing. Today we send and receive information. Send means we are sharing the information and receive means we are getting the information. Information using mobile phones, computers and television, isn't it? Nowadays, as we know, we are sending message, we are receiving messages through mobile phone, computer and television, isn't it? That is communication. And first point is early means of communication. Early means before, old. Okay, early means of communication. In the earlier times, people did not have mobile phones or computers. So in the earlier times, your grandparents or their parents, they doesn't have the new gadgets like television or computer or whatever system we are having now. They doesn't have it. They found difficult to communicate with the people living far away. Far away means those who are living in long distance. If your uncle or aunt, they are living abroad, America or Switzerland, somewhere else, they are far away. So during the early time, they doesn't have any means to communicate the people who are living far away. They use simple means to communicate they are. So that time, early time, they used these three methods to communicate those who are little far away from the place, means long distance. First one, smoke signals and drum beats. Second one is messengers and pigeon post. These are the early means of communication. You have to learn well, learn the spelling also. Smoke signals, drum beats, messengers and pigeon post. We can see what is it. First one is smoke signals and drum beats. It means smoke means what? When we are making fire, then the smoke will be coming from the fire. That is smoke signals. And drum beats were used to signify victory or danger. Victory means something if we have success in the war, if we won, that is victory. Danger means if something is seriously, something accident or something happened there, that is danger. So this main point, smoke signals and drum beats, what is its use? To indicate, to signify victory and danger, victory or danger. So you don't forget that, victory or danger, using smoke signals and drum beats. See the picture, you can identify, see here the smoke is there, here the drum, the sound will be there. Okay, it's a large noise. Then the sound of drum could be heard far away. See, when we are beating drum means it is having the heavy sound, and the smoke from the fire could be seen from long distance away. So if for example, if you are living here, if you are staying here and we want to communicate the people who are little far away from us, so in this place they are keeping the fire and the smoke will be there. The smoke will be there and the smoke will be visible from a little far away from the place. So if you are standing here, if you are looking to long distance, if there is fire, if there is smoke, we can see. So it means something, what victory or danger happened in that place. So people, they can move to that place. And smoke from the could be and the drum, so it is audible. So if you are listening that drum sound, we can move to that particular place, isn't it? That is first one, smoke signals and drum beats. Then next one is messengers. Second one is messengers. Long messages were sent through messengers who traveled on horseback or on foot. It is very important, horseback or on foot. Foot means walking, horseback means, see here, on the horse, they are on the horse, they are riding the horse. These messages were written or dried palm leaves or orally conveyed by the messengers. Dried palm leaves were also used to record events, to write stories. So the main point is messengers. Two types of messengers were there. First one, the person who is traveling on the horseback, or he is by foot, he is traveling and he is having, means orally we are giving the messages to the person to convey to another person. He will walk to the place and share the message. Or horse, they can use the horseback, they are riding with the horse and giving the message. And another one is messages were sent through messengers who traveled on horseback or foot, and messages were written on dried palm leaves. Two options are there, either will tell to the person who is traveling, he will tell orally, or written in a palm leaf. See, this is palm leaves written on the as a document, they are writing in the palm leaves and sending that to the person who is traveling, and he will give it to the person to be conveyed by the messenger. And see here one another point, dried palm leaves were also used to record events, to write stories. So dried palm leaves always means, still now we have in the temples or somewhere else they have palm leaves, and the history may be written on the palm leaves, it never fade out. And the palm leaves are also used to record events, means during that time people doesn't have notebook or pen, something pencil, whatever we are using now, they used ink and palm leaves. So see here in the palm leaves they have written, they have documented something, it is also even readable still now. So these palm leaves were used to record events, to write what the stories. So the messengers means either the person he is conveying orally, or either he will move on the horse or he will walk. The second option is having the dried palm leaves, and the messages were written on the dried palm leaves and it is sent to the person, and he is carrying the palm leaves and he is giving to the person to be conveyed. That is about messengers. Do you understand? The person on horseback and the palm leaves. Then the next one is, third one is pigeon post. Pigeon post, as we know pigeon, see this is pigeon, and pigeon post means the letters were tied in the legs of pigeon and sending through. Trained pigeons, so trained pigeons were used to send the short messages, especially during war. So pigeon post is used during the war. So send short messages. The messages won't be long, it will be short, and it is tied on the leg of the pigeon. Or the messages were written on pieces of cloth, palm leaves, or parchment or papers. Parchment means the skin of animals, parchment. So letters will be written either on papers, pieces of cloth, palm leaves and papers. Okay, parchment or papers. So pieces of cloth they may have written, palm leaves, parchment or papers. They have written the short messages and tied in the leg of the pigeon, and it will be the trained pigeons. They know the particular place, they will move to the place and share the messages to the person to whom we are conveying. These were then tied to the legs of the pigeon. So see the picture, the messages are written on a particular, maybe it will be palm leaves or cloths or something, and tied on the leg of the pigeon. It is flying and it will reach the destination wherever, means the pigeon will be trained one, she or he knows well where to go. So that is the third one. Okay, these are the three early means of communication: smoke signals, drum beats, messengers and pigeon post. And you will have the notes now. These are the notes. First one, what are the early means of communication? Already we have learned smoke signals, drum beats, messengers and pigeon post. What does smoke signals and drum beats signify? What does it signify? Cities from the question we can start. Smoke signals and drum beats were used to signify what? The main point, just when you are writing, underline it, victory or danger. Then fill in the blanks. We use different means of communication to send and receive what? Messages. People use postal services to send dash letters. Dash is a new means of communication, mobile phone. The messages were written on dash in the earlier times. where they have written dried palm leaves. Dash were used to send the short messages. Short messages sent through trained pigeon. Then, true or false, dried palm leaves were used to record events. Is it correct? Yes, correct. The sounds of drum could be seen from long distance away. The sound of drum could be seen. Seen. We cannot see the drum. Sound of drum we can hear. We can hear. So it is false. In earlier times, people used pigeons to send messages. Yes, they have used the pigeons to send the messages. It is correct. Dried rose petals were used to write stories. It is not rose petals. Dried palm leaves is the correct one. So it is false. Smoke signals and trumpets were used to signify victory or danger. It is correct. Last one. Long messages were sent through messengers in the earlier times. It is correct. Long messages will be sending through the messengers, means on the horseback or by foot. They are walking, and it is correct statement. So children, you have to write the notes in your notebook and read the portions many times. You have to understand and just underline the main points I had given. So learn the spelling also, 3 means of communication and its peculiarities, and compulsory write the notes today itself and learn it well. Okay, it's the next session we can see in the next class. Thank you.